Hey everybody, welcome back to Mike Oski's Kitchen. My name is Mike Olszewski. I'm the chef of this kitchen. And if you're tuning in, I sure hope you're trying to be the chef of your kitchen too, and you can do it. Cooking's easy. Listen, we've been making a lot of Polish food and some non-Polish food too the last couple weeks. And again, once a week we put out a video and hopefully inspires you to cook for your family and bring your family back around the table and have conversations, because gosh darn it, we need that in our society today. But today, we're gonna be making another great Polish dish, very similar to placki ziemniaczana, which in other words is Polish potato pancakes. However, there's a little twist to this one. This is called Babka Ziemniaczana. So babka means cake. So this is potato cake, and we're gonna bake it. It essentially has the same ingredients as the placki ziemniaczana does, the Polish potato pancakes. But the only thing we do, we don't fry it, we bake it. So what we're going to use in this wonderful recipe, it's fantastic, super simple to make, very low ingredients, very basic ingredients. There's some work involved with the grating, but we'll get to that in a second. So what we're going to use in this great recipe is going to be some flour. Going to use, well, here's one egg, but you use two of these, 2 eggs. You're going to salt and pepper. Potatoes, about 6 medium-sized potatoes. I have some smaller ones here, so I'm going to use 7, okay? And bacon. Pick any kind of bacon you want. We're going to use 6 slices of bacon. I'll show you what to do with that. Of course, the all-important onion, and then some sweet marjoram. That's it. That's it when it comes to the ingredients in this wonderful meal. Guys, this is one of my favorite dishes when I was a kid, and when my Busia would make this, and you'd walk into their house, I could smell them like, oh, it's babka, babka, babka. So this brings me back many years, but I hope that we can kind of make this thing resurgent, and you can make it for your family. Again, it's super simple to make. It's fantastic taste. It's a great Polish dish. But right now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and peel these potatoes. Yes, I'm going to grate them, and then I'm going to go ahead and grate the onion, just like you do with the Polish potato pancakes. So let's get to work. There's some work to do over at the stove too. Not very much, but just some. But there's a couple steps in the process I want to make sure that you're doing before you kind of put this thing together, okay? So right now, I'm going to go ahead and peel these guys up, and I'm going to grate them, and then I'm going to grate this down as well. We're going to put it all together. Until then, I'll be right back. Okay, hey, welcome back. Listen, I already went ahead and peeled the potatoes. Again, I'm using 7 because they're medium-sized potatoes. Some are smaller, but usually 6, 7 would be fine. So I went ahead and peeled all these. You know how to peel. And then what I'm going to do is use the grater, just like when you make the placki. Well, got to get some of this. Make the placki ziemniaczana. The babka is the same way. We're going to use a very fine grate, and then we're going to go ahead and just grate all these potatoes in together. And then after that, we're going to grate the onion. And then, of course, after that, we'll strain it. But let's go ahead and start grating these potatoes, and we'll get to work. Now, this is where the elbow grease comes in. Make sure you don't dehydrate. Drink a lot of beer or wine or whatever you like to drink. But let's get to work. Okay, so first part of the elbow grease and hard work is done. The potatoes are grated, again, using that medium grater, or I'm sorry, the very thin grater. And you're making, again, that batter that you make for Polish potato pancakes. Next, just like the other recipe, we're going to grate the onion on the same grating side of the box grater, the very fine grater. And I'll finish this up, and I'll be right back. Okay, hey, welcome back. All the hard work and elbow grease is done. I've been staying hydrated with the beer. I hope you are too. Here's what we got. We got 7 potatoes grated and a big, large yellow onion grated. And I'm just gonna kind of mix this together, show you what to do with this. Lots of juice in here from the potato, lots of juice from the onion as well. So not bad. It's not bad to have that, but what you have to do is you want to strain it a little bit to get some of that excess away. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it into this strainer. Put the rest of it in there real quick. Very good. And I'm just going to go ahead and just bounce it around a little bit. Bounce it around a little bit. You like the bounce? I like the bounce. I'm just gonna let it sit there for a little bit, okay? You see it dripping down? You wanna get some of that excess out of there because you don't want a big soup. You want a babka, you want a cake. You don't want a soup, you don't want a stew. I'm just gonna let it sit here. Now, next thing we have to do, and we'll come back to this, but next thing we have to do, gotta go over to the hot spot. I'm gonna show you what to do with the bacon. I know you how to cook bacon. I'm not trying to insult you, but I know how to cook bacon, but there's something that I want you to do after the bacon's cooked. So I'm gonna go over there right now, maybe refresh this, and then fry up some bacon. 3 slices, and I'll see you over there. Okay, so we're cooking our bacon now. What we wanna do is kind of cook it like I'm cooking it right now. Not too heavily fried, not too crisp, because what we're gonna end up doing is cutting this bacon up into small listen to me, bits. Sorry, maybe too many hydration techniques I've been using today. Anyway, we're gonna let it go ahead and cook up a little bit. We don't want it fried or heavy or crumbly or anything like that, but we just wanna make sure that it's browned a little bit, because what we're gonna do is move it over to this thing, and then we're gonna go ahead and chop up the bacon in smaller bits, because we're gonna add that to our batter. So we'll do that, and I'll show you what to do with this extra bacon grease. You don't want to forget the bacon grease. That's what's going to make it. And I'm going to show you what to do with it here in a second. I'll be right back. All right, so the bacon is just about done. I think it's done, actually. You see how it is? It's not like super brown. It's not crumbly. It's still enough to cut it. So what I'm going to do is take it out. Oops, I'm going to put it right here on this cutting board. It's a little warm. Be careful. I'm going to leave that for there. Now, here's what you do. Do not waste your bacon grease. Remember, cooking has a process, and this is a process that's important in this dish. So I'm going to go ahead and take this. I'm going to pour it into the pan. I'm going to put the batter into. And what I'm going to do with that is just take that, and I'm going to take my little brush and just move it around the pan. That's going to be our actual natural coating for the Babka Ziemniaczana. That's the natural coating. It also makes it taste really, 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 really good. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and cut this bacon up real quick. I'm just gonna chop it just a little bit, make bits and bits and bits and bits. We're gonna take this back over to our batter, and I'm gonna show you what to do. All the hard work is done. Yay for us. We're about ready to have an excellent Polish dish. I'm gonna tell you what, this one is gonna be a good one. All right, so we're done with the hot spot. I'll continue to chop this up into smaller bits, and I'll see you back over at the mixing station. Okay, great. Hey, welcome back. All the cooking's done, all the frying's done. We had a little bit of bacon we had to fry. The grating has been done, so now it's time to put this puppy together and make one beautiful meal. Here's the steps you have to do. What I like to do is take 2 eggs, put them in a small bowl. Okay, and then I'd like to take for the flour. I'm gonna slide this over here real quick. Flour, you want to put 4 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That'd be perfect measurements, close enough. And then what we want to do in the same bowl as well is that we want to put our parsley, just a little bit of parsley. Doesn't call for it, but I like parsley in dishes, so I just kind of just tap it and sprinkle some in there. Okay, 2 teaspoons of salt. There is 1 and 2. Very good. And then black pepper. Pepper is always good in Polish food. We want to put 1 teaspoon. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go 1 teaspoon. And I'm going to go, whoops, a little bit more. I love pepper. Pepper's in Polish food. Why can't you put more in? You can. If it's too hot for you, don't back off on it. Then finally, marjoram. It's a really nice taste, the sweetness to it. And this is going to be 1 teaspoon of marjoram. 1. And whoops, a little bit more. Why not? What we're going to do is take this flour and these spices and mix them up with the egg. We want to get a nice little consistency there. Looking really nice. Get it good. Here's kind of what you're looking at. Okay. Now, remember the potatoes and the onions that we grated? It's time to bring them back into the scene. That looks really good. Smells great too. Okay, take the potatoes and onions that we grated. Looks fantastic. We're gonna go ahead and put them in this big old bowl, and we're gonna mix everything together. Now, here's where we're starting. We're gonna go ahead and add our mixture to that right now. Okay, and guess what? Remember that bacon we fried up and cut into pieces? It gets to go in with everybody too. Perfect. Now let's take this whole entire, well, let's get some more of this out of here. We don't want to leave anybody behind. Don't want to be mean. Let's take this whole thing and let's make it a batter. Mix it all together. Mix it all together. Your eggs, your flour, your margarine, your parsley, your salt, and your pepper, and your bacon bits. That's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking at. Look at that thing. That's beautiful. Okay, now, last step. Make sure it's good and mixed. Using a small baking dish for this. You remember when we put our bacon grease in here? Make sure you spread it around. I mean, what better way to coat something rather than oil or olive oil or canola, but bacon grease. You know what is actually better than bacon grease? More bacon grease. Anyway, I love bacon. So what I've done in the past, so here we go. Ready? We're gonna go ahead and drop this right in here into the bacon greased pan. You're gonna spread it out. Make it even. Okay, here's what we're looking at. This is what it looks like. Make it nice and flat. There we go. One last step. But before that, I tell you, I heated the oven to 350. So we're going to put this in at 350, and we have to add one more thing to it. Remember I said 6 slices of bacon? Well, the 3 that we cooked were the 3, and here are the other 3. And they're just going to lay on top. Remember what I said about bacon? What's better than bacon? More bacon is better than bacon. So, really makes a taste to happen really well. Just put it over the top. It's going to cook together. So what we want to do is put this into the oven at 350 for 45 minutes. And then after that, we're ready to eat our Babka Ziemniaczana. This is going to be awesome. I'll see you in about 45 minutes when I pull this thing out of the oven, cut it up, have a taste. How simple was this, really? Not bad at all. I'll see you in about 45 minutes. 350, 45 minutes. See you then. Well, hey everybody, we arrived. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, we've made Babka Ziemniaczana. Again, this is the same recipe as the placki ziemniaczana, which are the Polish potato pancakes. This is the Babka Ziemniaczana. This is potato cake. Difference is you bake it versus the placki ziemniaczanas, which are the pancakes, you fry them. This is a family favorite, a treasure in my heart. Oh, the smell when I was cooking, it just took me back 30 years. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot, see how it turned out, if I remember it the right way. Man. Oh God, this is so good. Almost brings a tear to my eye, puts a lump in my throat. And that's a good thing, believe me. This is Babka Ziemniaczana. It's fantastic. Congratulations on making it. It's a quick meal. It's easy to make for you and your family. They would love it. Again, it's a nice warm meal, but very simple to do. So listen, congratulations. Another Polish dish, another fantastic Polish dish. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed being here. Again, please subscribe to this channel. Even though we're gonna make Polish dishes a lot, we're gonna make non-Polish dishes too, so you don't wanna miss those as well. I love to cook everything. So again, thanks for showing up. Good to see you. Have another bite of the Babka Ziemniaczana. Ah, fantastic. See you next time. And remember, na zdrowie.